Good morning, friends. We are going to be going through another day in the life, taking you through the software development side of things and getting kind of more granular into what it is I do at work on a day-to-day basis around coding, how I plan out what I'm working on, things like that, and also to specifically how I balance my 9 to 5 day job, but as a software developer at IBM, but then also to how I balance it with a very busy, I guess you could say side business. I don't even like to call it a side business because at this point it's a business, with Tiffin Tech and building this essentially tech business out. And I'll get more into where it currently is at, where it's going, and all of that in a bit here. But before we go any further, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more tech and coding related videos. Okay, let's go. First things first, coffee. First part of the morning and most important part, coffee. So good. Complete. Actually, before I have coffee though every morning, as you know from if you've watched my other vlogs, I always have tons and tons of water, green juice, and not coffee first thing. But the most important thing in the morning is the coffee. And the second most important thing is snuggling Mr. Muggs. I wish I could just snuggle Mr. Muggs all day. I feel like if there was such thing as a job to do that, I would be the perfect person to be like a dog snuggler, dog cuddler. Anyways, dogs are just the best. Don't you agree? Let me know down in the comments actually if you agree. Okay, but on to more important topics like how do I balance my career and then also to building a tech business on the side. And before I even get to really different steps I take, I want to acknowledge that I could not do both by any means without the proper tools.
For my Tiffin Tech business, I'm constantly looking for the best softwares to keep my business organized, optimize my emails, SEO, and just overall strategy. That's exactly why I'm so excited to tell you about this video's sponsor, AppSumo. AppSumo is the #1 software deal site. They show you daily deals for all products and tools that can really help your business all in one place. They're an online marketplace made for and by entrepreneurs. I've used them the past few months for my Tiffin Tech business, and I love what they have going on. Looking at their website, you can see that they have discounts on products that will help you strategize your content, live stream to all your favorite platforms, create visual content that excites your audience, and so much more. Not to mention, signing up is completely free and it takes literally under 20 seconds. Plus, don't worry, I got you. Subscribers to my channel, you get an extra 10% off your first purchase using the link in the description. So make sure to go check it out. If you're an entrepreneur, influencer, or someone who is simply running your own side hustle, this is the best place to find deals on softwares you may need for your business. Also, once you sign up, let me know in the comments what products you're checking out.
Okay, so now that we have spoken a little bit about the different software options that are out there, once again, I can't stress enough, having the right tools will make such a big difference. And if you don't have that and you need some kind of even extra help or planning or organizing, definitely go check it out. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about where I see the future of Tiffin Tech going and what the whole purpose is of it and all of those questions. I know I did a video not too long ago touching on this, so I won't go too much into depth, but basically where it is at now, it's focusing on continuing to build a community of wonderful people like yourself and engaging. I just want to support others in their career in STEM fields, in their own journeys, and kind of just uplift other people. I don't know how else to describe it. I know for myself, when I was getting in the tech industry, I felt very alone and isolated, and I just didn't want anyone else to feel like that. I wanted them to feel like you have a community of like-minded best friend people all around you. But I definitely do, and I'm working behind the scenes on doing something more around coding courses, around a coding school. Eventually I would like to have a whole other platform where you can sign up and take beginner coding courses from different experts around the world. So that's kind of the direction it's going, but it won't be implemented for 2021. It's a lot of time, money, energy, etc. to do it the right way, and I really want to launch it the right way, like properly. And that's kind of what's been going on behind the scenes. And then to top it off, partnering with wonderful brands that I believe in and trust, to let you know what's out there as well. So that's kind of the Tiffin Tech in a very tiny nutshell. It can be very overwhelming though sometimes, building that while managing my 9 to 5. Some days it feels like there's not enough, time in a day. And I literally just did a video, the last video, 2 videos ago, on burnout. And it's something that I really don't want to happen to me. So I have to manage it so well by staying focused and organizing my time with tools such like I just showed you, and making sure that I'm not just running around the clock, constantly going, but I take time for myself. Usually, as I mentioned in that other video too, usually around 5:30, my computer's shut for both Tiffin Tech and IBM work. How do you do Tiffin Tech work then? It's usually in the mornings before IBM on my lunch break, and then the reality is right now on Saturdays, I do have to do a lot of Tiffin Tech work, but Sunday is completely decompressed day. Speaking of work, it is time to start my work day now for my first morning meeting at 9:30. And then I'm going to sit down with you on my lunch break and kind of tell you about how I, solve coding problems, how different tickets are assigned to me, how we rank different coding tickets, different things like that, more of the processes. So I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished work for the morning and I am making some tandoori chicken. We order from this service, I think I told you about it last vlog, called Meals, where they deliver organic, really healthy, clean food. So I'm gonna have one of their meals for lunch and sit down and kind of have like a little lunch and learn, a lunch and whatever with you. Oh, this smells so good. Okay, I will show you in a second. Okay, so here is today's lunch. We have the chicken, salad, and we also have broccoli. Okay, let's sit down. I just finished my lunch and have a very candid chat, really about what it is. What do you do as a coder all day? So I want to talk to you first though about when you start at a new company and are getting into it, you're typically, and for those of you who are watching who are more senior than me, which, I'm definitely more intermediate, let me know your thoughts in the comments about your experiences. But for myself anyways, when I started out in the industry, it was more, the companies I've been with, they give you really small tickets to start out with. So it might even be like change a background color or change, I don't know, very, very simple things. And that kind of wasn't what I was expecting. I'm very grateful for it, but it wasn't what I was preparing for. I thought it would be kind of like first day and it just like hits you like a brick of walls. And maybe that's based on what company you work for. When I started out, I was at a startup, and then now, as mentioned earlier, I'm at a bigger company. And I guess really when it was at the startup though, it was more of like diving right into it, of course. But it's definitely not going to be like they're going to ask you to solve this complex problem on your first day on the job and expect you to have it all figured out. And I think that's really important to take note of, because a lot of times people are like nervous for their first job, their first kind of next steps. And of course that's totally normal, and I can completely attest to that. But just remember that the company hired you for a reason, and they're not going to expect you to have all this crazy knowledge past what you've given in your interview and what you've shown through your GitHub or different projects like that. And then for me on a day-to-day right now, what I do, as I mentioned, I work on different features. So different features of the project that I'm currently working on. Because I'm on the consulting side of things, I'm constantly have different clients that I'm building projects for, which I really like, because it might mean that, for a few months I'm working in Angular, another few months I might be working with React, a few months I might be working iOS development. Like it's more of like a jack of all trades.
But I mean, of course, some people don't like that because then you don't necessarily hone in on one particular skill. Your skill, I guess, is that you can easily transfer to different languages, to different platforms, which I like, especially considering if you ever want to do freelancing down the road or start your own company or agency, at least you have the knowledge of a bunch of different languages or platforms. So when I work on features, what it really means is you are building a different, well, I don't know how else to say it, but building a feature for the project. So this might be a sign up form, forgot password, something like that. And features are broken down based on very specific things. So they're not going to ask you typically to build this whole website in 5 days or anything like that. Because you're on a team, you'll get specific features and work together to see it all come together. And when you get assigned a defect or a bug, what that is essentially, once again, what it sounds like. It means there was something that went wrong when a QA was testing and there's an issue, something's not working right. Maybe, going back to forgot password, maybe that's not working properly when the user clicks on it. And hopefully there's not you want more features than defects for sure. And especially you want to find the defects before it goes into production and users are actually using it. And then also too, there's continuous learning. So maybe you block off an hour or half an hour a week to focus on learning a new skill or learning, getting a certification for something. Right now, this year anyways, my focus is on continuing to grow my skills in the cloud and just taking different certifications for that. If you're interested in learning more about my learning path for learning more things about the cloud, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to share different courses and things that I'm taking for it. Okay, now I gotta go. I have a few more things I need to do for the day and then going to wrap up. And although I said at 5:30 I'm completely done every day, today I have to film one YouTube video for a partnership. So going to quickly do that and then it's time to relax. Okay, so when I'm done for the day, I always like to close my computers and kind of just put everything away. So the next day when I start, everything is kind of fresh and ready to go. If I was standing at the end of the day, I will always put my standing desk down, close my computers, both of them. One is for personal, one is for work. And now it is time to film a YouTube video. Okay, you can see here, this is as fancy as it gets for my filming setup. So, okay, and that is kind of as exciting as it gets. I'm just about to finish filming and then gonna watch a movie. And first I have to take out the dogs. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're like playing in the background now. Thank you all for watching this vlog. I hope you found it helpful and informative, but also kind of fun. And I will see you all very soon. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more tech and coding related content. Leave in the comments other videos you want to see, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, everyone.